Everyone, in this video we'll be discussing about power of accommodation. It is the video of chapter 11, that is human eye and colorful world. It is the second video, and in this one we'll be discussing about the power of accommodation. So before going to this one, we need to understand the term what is power of accommodation. So here you can see in this picture eyeball is there, and this eyeball is focusing the objects at two different locations. So here in this case the eyeball is focusing an object which is far distant or distant focus. So the object is at far distance, and here the object is little closer. So the eye is focusing the closer object and trying to form the image on the retina. So in both the cases the eye is trying to focus the image and focus the object and trying to form the image on the retina. In these two pictures you can see one difference. Here you can see the shape of the lens is a little thinner in compared to this one. Here the shape of the lens is thick, and in this one the shape of the lens is thinner, and here it is very thick. So why this difference occurs? When the object is at different distances, the shape of the change is altered, shape of the lens is altered or changed. Why? We need to understand in the further slides. Okay, so here you can see when the object is a distant place, when the object is a distant, so see the shape of the lens is thinner, and here when the object is near, the shape of the object so the shape of the lens is thicker. Why it happens? Because when the object is a distance place, the ciliary muscles that are attached to the lens is in relaxed position. So they are in relaxed position, they are not doing any kind of activities, or they are not trying, or they are not pushing or pulling anything. They are at relaxed position, and they are not doing anything to the lens, and the lens is at relaxed position, and it is thinner in shape, and easily the object can be focused and image can be formed on the retina. But when the lens when the object is brought near towards the eye, the ciliary muscles gets tensed and they contract, and they push or they act on the lens, and the focal length of the lens changes. To focus the object, the focal length to focus on the object, the focal length must be changed. So to change the focal length, the ciliary muscle contract and the shape of the lens changes, and the lens focuses on the object and forms the image on the retina. So due to this condition, the focal length of the eye and this lens changes according to the position of the object, and it is done by the ciliary muscles. And here you can see when the object is near, so near vision, so during this near vision these ciliary muscles are acting on the lens, and the lens is becoming thick. And when the object is at far distant, the ciliary muscles are releasing or moving towards their normal position at relaxed position, and the lens becomes thin. So this ability of eye, this ability of eye lens to focus near and far objects clearly on the retina by adjusting its focal length. So the power of accommodation is nothing but the ability of the eye lens to focus near and far objects clearly on the retina by adjusting its focal length. So the lens changes its focal length or adjusts its focal length to focus on near objects and far objects. So depending on the position of the objects, the eye lens have a ability to adjust its focal length. So that ability of eye is known as power of accommodation. So this power of accommodation is not unlimited. So it cannot focus or it cannot adjust its focal length beyond any point. So it has a certain limit in adjusting that or in accommodating that power of the lens. So that limit is for the far object, it is at infinity. So the eye lens for the object placed at infinity, the eye can focus its or adjust its focal length. But for near objects or nearby objects, the minimum point is 25 centimeters. So beyond 25 centimeters, our eye will not be able to adjust its focal length. When the object will be brought beyond 25 or less than 25 centimeters, when the object will be brought, the focal length will not be adjusted. So this is the limit. So beyond less than 25 our eye cannot adjust its focal length. So from 25 centimeter above, the eye can adjust its focal length and we can see the objects clearly. So less than 25 centimeter, if the object is brought, then the object will be appeared blurred to us. So that near point will be 25 centimeter for clear vision. So that near point will be 25 centimeter and the far point will be infinity, because we can see at up to infinity. So these two very important very important question is far point and near point. So that ability of that eye or the power of accommodation is limited. So for far point is it infinity and for near point it is 25 centimeter. So I hope you have understood well this concept. So if you have any kind of confusion or any kind of doubt, you can directly ask me, and thank you for watching the video.